Hey everyone, it's Brian with Rock Ridge Bees. I haven't done a video in a while, but I hope to be doing more this year. I'm retired again, so I should have more time for more videos. I had a lot going on last year, and anyway, I'm just now getting to this, which is my Oxalic vaporization for the winter time. I just use this Pro Vap. It's nice, and I can put a lot in these cups. Usually I can probably fit like 6 or 7 grams in one of these cups, and that's pretty good for doing a double deep, like a one shot on a double deep. I kind of recommend somewhere between 2 and 4 grams per deep box if you're going to do vaporization. But anyway, I would normally do it a little bit earlier than this. This is January 13th. It's about 50 degrees outside, so I'd like it to be a little bit cooler, and I'd like to do it a little bit earlier. Normally I'm doing it by mid-December, so like a month earlier, but better late than never, I guess. So it is a little warmer, so the bees are flying some, and all the bees seem to be doing good. I've seen them bringing in pollen over the past couple of weeks, which means they're starting to make brood again, or more brood. I even vaporized these 2 little nukes that are in here. I guess you could call them nukes. They're probably 8 to 10 frame colonies, in one in each of these sections of this horizontal here. But that's what's going on here. Not much else. I'll just do one in the wintertime. I normally just do 1 round of vaporization, because I treat some in the fall with Oxalic, and sometimes I treat in the spring. So I just generally do 1 round, and I've had good success with that, especially in the wintertime. In the wintertime you have less brood, so this method is, it's better because you have less mites that are going to be in brood. Mites are going to be walking around the colony. But I'd like it to be a little bit cooler, so all the bees are in the colony. Some of the bees are out foraging, so generally I want to do it when it's around 40, 45 degrees, and I'd like it to be a kind of a dreary day, a cloudy day. That way, like, no bees are flying around. Every bee is in the colony. So, but anyway, let me know if you got any questions about anything. Anyway, this is the Pro Vap that I use. I have a couple of these. I stick it in the front of the colony for just a few minutes. That's all it takes. I stick a rag to kind of keep some of the vapor from coming out. Leave the rag in for about a minute after I'm done, and then move on to the next colony. It takes 2 to 3 minutes per colony. Usually it's pretty quick. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of the winter, and I'll probably do an update here probably in about a month, which will be the first time I go in. Usually I go into the colonies sometime around like Valentine's Day, middle of February, just kind of depending on what the weather's like. So I have not opened these colonies since sometime in November. I generally don't open them to do anything. You see the food jars on here, but I also haven't fed them since then. But I'll just leave the food jars on. Yeah, just because I have them on doesn't mean I'm actually feeding. They're just kind of blocking the holes here in the top. So, but I'll probably start feeding again middle of February, see what the bees are doing, do first checks in the middle of February. So I'll do another update then. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.